We're gonna haul some tail, brother. Alright. Here we go. Those guys are just staring at me. Bunch of high schoolers, they're sitting there waving at me in the car. Hey YouTube and internet people, what is going on? I am on the Grom and I finally have my little microphone piece I was missing, and we are going to take a quick trip to test it out. We're going to go back over the same location we were just at, which is called the Lake Murray Dam. It's a pretty big little area, and it'll be cool. Let's see if we can take a left here. It is actually lunch hour right now. Alright, we're good. It's actually lunch hour right now, but once we get to a specific place, we will be good to go. And we have to speed up a little bit quick here. I really hope the wind isn't going to be too bad, because that's my main concern with this microphone, is just having a lot of wind noise, but I think we will be okay with everything. Hello, policeman. How was your day? We're going to be taking a left here. Nobody is coming. And yoink. Good deal. So what I've actually been doing is I've been riding this route, but really early in the morning. And I've been kind of swapping it up and trying to ride it in traffic so I can kind of make myself more comfortable and speed it up a little bit. It's 45. Let's get her to go. I've been trying to kind of do it in traffic and stuff like that, so I won't be overwhelmed and stuff. And I've actually managed to drive this downtown in probably the biggest city in South Carolina. And I made it in traffic and everything to work totally fine. You know, I felt safe, I felt comfortable, and it definitely boosted my morale from riding, because I was stalling out this bike so much that I just wasn't really having fun. Alright, let's come to a stop. I'm not a fan of that little section right there, mainly because it goes from 45 to 40 in like 2 freaking seconds, dude. It's not even like 100 feet. It doesn't even feel like, but I could also be very dumb. That cop was 100% checking me out. They're like, what the hell is that? So a Honda Grom, this lovely machinery, is not really a common thing to see here where I live at in South Carolina. No, I've never really seen anybody else ride one, and so it's kind of exciting, but it's also makes me worry a little bit, because I don't think anybody can really see me or hear me that well, you know. And that's like that's a big safety concern of mine. And if you can hear, I don't know if you can hear or not, I added a exhaust onto the bike. So I added it's called the Zoom Brute exhaust. It sounds wonderful, but I purposely got it just because of the sound, so people can't see me. Hell, I hope they can hear me, you know. So that was the main reason why I added a third-party exhaust. It really wasn't for performance. I know a lot of people get exhausts and stuff for performance and all that, but I mainly just kind of want to cruise around and use this as like a little commuter bike on nice days like this. It's a beautiful day outside. I don't really have any intentions of really stunting this little bike. I kind of just want to cruise around and just have some fun. All right, we're coming up to a stop right here. So I've been having issues with this microphone, with it catching my breathing, which was a little bit awkward. Oh sweet, we got a green. Hopefully, go, 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 go. I don't want to stall out. Keep on going. Keep on going, you can go, buddy. Yes. All right, speed it up. But yeah, I've been having some issues with this microphone with catching my breathing and stuff like that. It's super sensitive, which is a good thing, but I've tucked it behind my cheek pad a little bit more. And this microphone is called a Purple Panda mic. I've heard it was really good, and it's pretty much what everybody's using in their vlogs these days, so I'm hoping it sounds pretty good. And for video quality and all that, I have decided to go with 24 FPS 4K because I like having the cinematic look, and I think it just looks refreshing. It's something different for moto vlogs. Most moto vloggers film in 1080 or 4K 60 FPS, and to me it looks a little bit unnatural, and it actually does give me motion sickness a little bit just because my eyes aren't used to that kind of motion. And so I'm going to try to stick with more of a chill cinematic style type vlog and call it a day. So this hill right here was hell for me. Starting out on the bike, I would stall out like crazy, and this was like the only way I could learn of really trying to accelerate on the bike while after being stopped up on a hill. That was something totally new to me when I was learning. Let's downshift. There we go. But I feel very confident on a bike now. I just get nervous whenever I put the bike in neutral, just because cars here tend to kind of move up and stuff a good bit. They don't just sit still. South Carolina is known for terrible drivers, and I'm not just saying that. It's actually it's a fact, so gotta be aware. See, like, this guy just won't stop freaking moving, dude. That's why I don't want to put my freaking bike in neutral, because cars just keep creeping all the time. They just, like, see, he just won't sit still. Look, he's moving again. They just won't sit still. Oh, here we go, going uphill. Creep, 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 creep. Let go of the clutch. Beautiful. Hell yeah. I get a smile on my face every time I can make it up a hill, just because that's my worst fear. Get up. Okay. That makes me really nervous because I always stall out and I get overwhelmed when people behind me get pissed off that I'm not going. And but I'm starting to get to the mindset to where I don't care what other drivers think anymore. I kind of care about 100% on me and my driving and being aware of everybody. All right, we want to speed up. Hit 40. There we go. So I'm just kind of focusing without being overwhelmed, not getting too much anxiety when getting on a motorcycle, and that's why I got a really small one, mainly just because of getting overwhelmed with certain things and stuff like that, and getting a little bit stressed out. And this is kind of just really small, chill and relaxed. Your top speed isn't too high, and it's a little snappy, so if you do want to have a little bit of fun, you can, and all that cool stuff. So we are pretty much on the straightaway heading to the dam. Once we get over this bend, I don't know if you guys can see it, way in front of us, we're going to be pretty much there. I'm going to keep it a little bit slow. People like to bomb it down this hill, but there's still a fair amount of cops out. And there's a lot of cops for the area that I live in. There are just loads of cops. I would say one of the big reasons why I absolutely love this motorcycle is I'm not really cheap. I wouldn't say I'm like severely cheap, but if I can save money in a passive way, then I'm going to do it no matter what. And yes, I spent money on this bike, but this bike saved so much money in gas in the long run, it's unreal. I had an empty tank the other day. Oh, and by the way, I'm at 181 miles. But I had an empty tank the other day, and to get to full, it was like $2.75 with premium gas. I've been putting premium in it. That's what the guy at the dealership told me. And I just laughed the whole time. It's hilarious. That was a cool car. That was nifty. All right, don't turn yellow light. Let me go through. Always check if there's cops if it does go yellow. They see me. Crazy intersection. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Don't cut me off. We're good. Okay, so we're coming up above the hill right now, and it's just so pretty going over this dam. I actually run it a good bit. A lot of people like to walk and run this dam, and there's actually a hydropower station right behind it on the left side. That's why that smokestack is there, because a lot of power comes out of this place. And coming up on my right in a little bit, you'll see some towers in the water, and those towers actually pull water out from the lake and into the hydro plant. So it's pretty cool. And there's a lot of people walking and running today, and I love seeing it. I'm an active person, and it makes me super happy seeing all these people getting out here and getting some miles in. My lady's wearing a mask, that makes me nervous. So I figured I would talk about that for a minute too, as we go past the towers over here, is the coronavirus situation and all of that with the mask. I know probably everybody's about tired of seeing it on the news. And it was declared a pandemic. Me and my girlfriend were actually supposed to go to Shanghai in February, and then this outbreak happened and we got actually affected by it, and we had to cancel our whole trip to Shanghai and Beijing and all that stuff. And now seeing it coming over here makes you a little bit nervous, because we have inside people that lived in Wuhan or that are around China that kind of have a first real perspective on the serious situation it's been causing. And I think for people who have an underlying illness, or if they're a little bit older, I think that's when you need to be super careful about the coronavirus. Either way, you need to be really careful about it, just because it's a scary thing. It's not anything we've seen before, and it spreads so fast. No matter what the effects are, and if it's just like a common cold and all that, you still got to be a little wary of it. And so it's directly affected me and my girlfriend. We're still waiting on our refunds from our plane ticket, and I'm hoping we don't get ripped off, because that's like $500 something down the drain, you know. So we will see. We're gonna take a left and go in this parking, a right. We're gonna go in this parking lot right up here. I haven't been down here on the bike yet, so I hope nobody behind me is going to poop on me. What's up, dude? All right, we're making our way down. Okay, turn off the blinker. I always forget my freaking blinker, man. That's been like the worst thing ever, is forgetting about my blinker. And we're just gonna kind of drive through here and do a quick turnaround on everything. No drones allowed in the park. People do it anyways, I'm sorry. Alright, let's turn around and head back. Up. Oh, can we keep going? Can we keep going? Can we keep the throttle? Yes! Traffic is actually not that bad. We're gonna make it. We're gonna go. All right. And we're good. Sweet. One thing I love about this little bike is it's so much like shifting like a motorcycle, like when you need to shift, and like experiencing like third gear and fourth gear, and knowing what pulling speed off of a gear like that going up a hill and stuff is like. If I didn't have that kind of experience with riding a four-wheeler like an ATV, I would be a little bit nervous, not gonna lie. I wouldn't really understand the shifting and stuff if I was brand new to a bike like this. It would make me a wee bit nervous. And what we're going to do now is we're actually going to go on this little back road area where I kind of grew up at whenever I was a kid. It's a really pretty windy road, and I'm wanting to practice on it because I'm not used to doing sharp turns and serpentine and stuff like that. So it's good practice for me, and as well as doing it in a little bit of traffic if there is any. It's always good to get that exposure before doing long trips. And I have done this before, but it's still super pretty to see all of this stuff. And there's a lot of really pretty places around here, so maybe I might be able to show a little bit to the YouTube folks if this audio comes out good. Hell, I don't know. There's some bikers. They didn't wave back because I'm probably embarrassing to them being on a little Grom. They probably think I'm a troll or a lord, but I will accept that because I think it's hilarious. And I love trolling people and sending stupid gifts to my girlfriend during the day because it's funny as hell. All right, we got the green hair. Whoa, that was too much. Yep, that was stupid. I went and did that right turn in first gear. I should have done it in second or probably even third. That was dumb of me. But you live and learn, you know, you get used to it. All right. So we can go 45 on here. Keep it a little bit over. This road is insanely bumpy. Oh, there's a Tesla. And that's another thing I'm trying to get used to is these bumps and stuff. They're a little bit nerve-wracking. Going back to like the coronavirus stuff, it's pretty interesting to see how people are just reacting to the situation and stuff in general. A lot of people are actually just taking off longer weekends at work and either staying home or just kind of getting out in the lake or doing stuff where there's not a lot of people and just having, like, you know, a lot of me time, if that makes sense. And because it's just so overwhelming here in America. It's been so bad on the news and media on how they reported most of it about the Chinese side of it. And I get that it's really bad and it's a severe thing to really understand, but how they reported on it probably scared the out of people here in America and kind of really created some unnecessary fear. And I think the news is playing a very big part of that, and it's really, really sad. So here's the windy road. We're just going to kind of pop it in fourth gear and coast on down. I was able to take most of these turns at around 30 or so safely, and to the right is the lake over there. You might be able to see it through the woods. A little bit of a lake. Lake Murray's the lake name. It's huge. It's massive. You should look it up if you're watching this. It's a really, really nice lake that I pretty much, I grew up on it. I think everybody that's from here essentially grew up on the lake. I'm actually going to downshift right here just because this is a kind of sketchy turn. And I'm trying to get used to looking where I turn and stuff. There we go. I'm not used to like leaning my body and looking to where I turn. I kind of want to keep my head straight just because it makes me nervous when I'm turning to an area that I haven't really leaned the bike into yet. You know, like if you're looking straight, you kind of know exactly where you're going at all times. But if you look while you're turning, you feel like your bike is still going straight, but you know it's not. So I'm trying to get a little bit better about that. It was a sharp turn. Great, that felt good. Nice. And if there's anybody out there that's watching this that's probably laughing, just to clarify, I'm a brand new rider on a motorcycle. I've never ridden a bike before, except for a dirt bike whenever I was younger. If my mom is watching this or any of my family, they know my mom definitely did not approve. Whoa, okay, that guy was an idiot. Did not approve of having a motorcycle or dirt bike, but now I'm on my own. I pay my own bills. I'm having fun. I got a motorcycle. She doesn't even know I have this yet. It's going to be hilarious when she finds out. She's going to be so pissed. She's going to be so mad. My dad knows I got it because I used his truck to go pick it up from the dealership, but my mom does not know quite yet. So we're gonna go up here and then go down, and we're gonna actually, I'm gonna turn around right here. We're gonna go back this way. Yeah, we're gonna pop a little bit of viewy. I don't want to go too far because I still gotta poke at some work stuff a little bit. I'm hopefully going to ride again today. I know I'm riding for sure tomorrow. I'm riding really far tomorrow. It's going to be my farthest ride yet. I think I'm going to be going for an hour and 15 minutes. So I'm debating whether or not to ride again today or look over the bike and maybe do a chain adjustment if I need it, so I'm good to go for tomorrow. And I'll film tomorrow and all that stuff. I think you guys will like it. It should be pretty cool. So we're going to go back down the way we came. All right, there's a right turn. I'm left-handed, so this is a little bit awkward for me, but we are okay. Cool. And also bear with me on the color grading. I'm trying to get really good at color grading. I have a good amount of experience with actually editing. I had a YouTube channel before that I would post stuff on, but I wanted to make a new one more specific for learning how to ride this bike and stuff. And we're on a downshift here again. That may have been too early, but it's okay. I would rather feel a little bit safe than sorry. There we go. All right. Looks like we got a car behind us. That's okay. God, that's really pretty out there today. It's nice. So an exciting trip I'm doing this month, I think. I got a trailer hitch put on my car recently. I'm gonna tow this thing up to the mountain house. We have a mountain house around the Smoky Mountain and Pisgah National Forest in North Carolina. I'm gonna take this little sucker up there, and the girlfriend and I are just gonna ride around, be a little dumb, and check out the scenery, because it's always just super beautiful up there. All right, we gotta take a left here. This is gonna make me a little bit nervous taking a left right here, mainly because, oh, we got lucky, we got the light. Hell yeah. We're gonna haul some tail, brother. All right, here we go. Those guys are just staring at me. A bunch of high schoolers, they're sitting there waving at me in the car. You crazy kids. I love how I'm saying kids. I'm 26, but they're probably like 16 or so. Oh, he didn't wave back, man. Nobody wants to wave to me. It's probably because they're not used to this little grub. It's going to be a little bit windy because of how high we are. But that's where they let water out over there whenever they're doing stuff with the hydraulic. I think the hydraulic station from Wride. That, or if they're lowering the water level on the lake, they drain it out to there. And there's this like secondary dam behind it that you can see to my right. That's actually for earthquakes. If there was to be a big one and this dam were to break, we would be safe. We would be okay. Hopefully, knock on wood. So I actually did this little hill right here. Don't tell anybody, but I got my bike up to 65 the other day. It was kind of careless of me, to be honest, but I wanted to punch it just to feel what the speed would be like, and this is kind of the best place to do it early in the morning when nobody's out here on the road, you know. People tend to speed this little straightaway down here because there's never any cops right here. If there were cops sitting right here in that left-hand corner, holy smokes, man, they would be having a field day with pulling over people. So I want to go ahead and stop right here. We're going to stop the recording, and I want to head back home and make my way over there. So thank you guys so much for watching this first little test video. I have a bunch of trips planned. We're going to go up to the mountains and maybe see the Smokies and Pisgah Forest, and I'll go downtown and you can see like the downtown area and all that cool stuff. But first off, I kind of want to fine tune the color grading and the audio and all that stuff, because I'm kind of a nerd with all that. And we'll call it a day. So thanks guys so much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.